I'm Patty Wipfler. I'm the founder and the program director at Hand in Hand Parenting. And we as an organization want to reach out to you with some thinking and some solutions to the high stress situations that almost all parents in the world right now are under. So we're here for you, and this is what we're going to do right now. I want to talk a little bit about my thoughts about the virus, just to try to frame the situation that we're in. And in that portion, I'm going to talk about what is actually good about the situation we're in. Sometimes it's hard to find those good things, so it might be helpful to point them out. Um, the features that make all of this so hard on us, to try to categorize some of those. I'm going to give you some reminders about, coping with this situation and doing our best in the middle of it. Some things that it might be easy to forget because we're all a little scared. And at last, I'm going to talk about sort of just ways to kind of the way forward for us as parents, some thoughts about, keeping ourselves going well and forward. And finally, we're going to have some solutions for you. We have an offering of a program we're calling Parents Together. And we have put together, thanks to our wonderful instructors, 88 phone calls that you can call, you can register for and call in order to get some listening support over the next 4 weeks. So that part will be at the end. And I'll just make a few, what I hope will be brief remarks first. Okay. So what in the world could possibly be good about this situation? Well, there are several things. The first one is that having a threat out there means that we are aware of who we love and how deeply we love the people in our families, our children, our partners, our own parents, our brothers and sisters. It's like just becoming aware of who really matters to us is never a bad thing. The second thing is that it's very, very clear that the personal is powerful. That's true every day, but right now, we can save lives by following the instructions of, people who know how viruses spread and just who want to slow down the spread of this virus. So what we do, all the little decisions we make every day is, protective of our own health and protective of the health of others. And we don't always realize that our personal actions do have global ramifications, but right now we do. There's lots and lots of skilled people out there who are gearing up to help, who have geared up to help, who want to help, and who are putting themselves in some danger in order to be of help to us and to others like us. Another thing is that because of the threat out there and the very changed situations, we can focus on what's absolutely essential to us in our lives, and that's a good thing also. Sort of all the little things fall away, and what's important is what's in front of us. That's not bad. Our vision is clearer. We can make our lives better and be significant help to one another at the same time. It's really good when we feel scared to be able to reach out and help somebody. And the opportunities for helping one another are many and every day. And just keeping in touch with people we love, making phone calls, all of those things are a powerful way to help all of us stay in better shape, ourselves included. There are good, reliable sources of information. You can find them. You can ask others about what they're following. So that's another good thing. And those of us who are connected with Hand in Hand know listening tools that can help us stay free from the grip of fear. And that is a huge advantage in a difficult situation like this. And that's why we are getting together to use this tool or introduce people to this tool so they can then use it and lift their lives, basically lift the tension off of their friends and family in the same way. Okay, so what's hard is that this situation forces us to tackle fears that we have, and it's not easy to tackle fear. Nobody really wants to think about what they're scared of or face it head on. However, that's exactly what's called for here, is facing our fears head on. Excuse me a minute. So in particular, we are afraid of death and dying. People didn't listen to us very well when we were 4 years old and had all kinds of questions about death and dying. They didn't let us cry, long and hard if a pet died or a dear person died. Everybody tightened up. We have memories of everybody tightening up when everybody was scared and we were small. And so these kinds of threats come up with that kind of a heavy subject, and all of a sudden we have a hard time playing, we have a hard time connecting, we have a hard time enjoying our lives. So that's a challenge. We all are afraid of losing our children. We're afraid of them getting sick, and we need to face that fear head on as well. Fear makes us feel alone, even when we're not. Fear makes us feel confused, and it's harder to make decisions. Worrying that a decision we make might not be the right one is very, very hard on parents. Basically, when you're scared, it's hard to remember that you're loved. It's hard to remember who you love. It's hard to remember, that you love your children when you're too scared or too tired or too stressed. So all of those things are hardships in the middle of a situation like this. So another reminder is that fear is just a feeling. It's like fear is not the threat. There is a threat out there. The threat is real and it's in our lives, and there are many things we can do about it. Fear is an internal response to that threat, and we can shave away that internal response so that we are thinking better and better, connecting better and better, and making more and more accurate decisions based on the real risks out there. So fear is a feeling, and we can do something about it by listening to one another. So those are some of the, and fear also makes us forget to reach out, or it makes us feel like we shouldn't reach out or we can't reach out, and it isolates us in that way. So those are some of the effects of fear, and those are the hard parts about this situation. Reminders are a few simple ones. Fear is a feeling is one reminder. We can and will be listening to one another. You can join us there to learn how to listen to one another. Another reminder is that how fear offloads is through laughter, through tears, through trembling, sometimes through sweating. It's like when people are offloading fear, they are doing those things. And any chance you can get to have a good cry, or to just, take a minute, move your body and feel the shakes flow through, those things will help you. They will help you feel more powerful. They will help you think more clearly. They will help you connect better with the people that you love. Another reminder is that when children are trying to offload their upsets, they pick teensy weensy little things to get enormously upset about. That is the way emotions work for most of us. And it is a healing process if we can step in, not try to fix it, just, the jelly is falling out of the sandwich. And if they're insisting on a new sandwich or insisting that you get the jelly off of the crust, you can just go, no, let's look at the jelly. There it is. And let your child offload and offload and offload, because that will certainly improve the rest of the day for your child to have a really good chance with your support to be listened to. Let's see. I guess another reminder is that rather than trying to manage what you're scared of, it's actually a good idea to turn and face it fully. So turn and go, okay, I'm afraid I might lose my parents in this epidemic. How am I going to feel if that indeed happens? And then just have a listener there and just go into the feelings that are sitting right there waiting to be heard. It's like if we try to keep our fears back 3 steps from where our minds are, it takes an enormous amount of energy, and we're not very successful. We wind up acting scared about every little thing that doesn't have anything to do with the real fear inside. So it's really good to have a listener there and to say, okay, this is how I'm going to feel if my parents don't survive this pandemic, or this is how I'm going to feel if my children get really sick, or this is how I'm going to feel if this other dear person doesn't make it. this kind of way of just turning and just going, okay, these are my fears, here they are, and unloading them releases a lot of energy and lets us be much more connected. It lets us use the moments that we have where everyone is okay so much better. Okay. Reach out is another reminder. It's like reach out, keep reaching out. You don't have to know that you have something to offer. Just reach out. Hey, you want to listen to each other 5 minutes each way, so that you each have an extended time to talk about what's on your mind. You don't have to give advice. You don't have to have any advice. Just reach out, listen, trade listening time, so that people can kind of shake off their fears, feel more powerful, and notice that they've done something very constructive in this difficult situation. All right, so the direction I think for us as parents are, first of all, get reliable information. Don't get information 20 times a day from your phone. Just one time a day check in with the reliable information sources that you have found is probably plenty. The second thing is prepare and protect. Do the protective preparedness things that you need to do in order to keep yourself and your loved ones safe. Take the situation seriously, do those things, and then back yourself. Don't worry 55 times a day in the back of your mind, have I done enough? Have I done enough? Have I done enough? If you decided that these 5 things are what you're going to do to keep the virus as far away as possible, and you're doing those 5 things, until you get different information, until they say, oh, you need to add this thing, you are fine. You have done what you can. You cannot, you don't have complete control over this. And trying to have complete control will just tie you up so much that you can't enjoy the time with your family that you have, or you can't put your attention to the work that you are still doing, so that you can get back home to your family with, all ready to offer connection. So back yourself. Don't ask yourself 55 times a day, have I done enough? If you decided to do it and you did it, then you've done what you can do. And you can go ahead and enjoy your family, enjoy playing. I think another reminder that I forgot to say is that play is a very powerful antidote to fear. It's connective, it uses your child's whole brain. Play is one of the very best things that you can do in order to open their minds for some of the learning that they may have to do at home with you. So a good amount of play every day will set them up to actually learn when they're doing their homework or doing their schoolwork. Often it's good to lead with play before the homework time or schoolwork time, so that children get a chance to get their thinking and connecting and instinctive juices going. Homework is a whole lot easier when children have used their whole brain to create and have fun and be spontaneous and laugh. So, all right, so we're reaching out to you. We're reaching out to offer support and to model good listening, so that you can take what you learn on these listening support calls and use them in your own life. So you can go to handinhandparenting.org/parents together to get a way to sign up on these phone calls that we have arranged for you, thanks to our volunteer instructors from all over the world. We have, I think, 27 calls available this week. It might be more. We keep getting signups at many different times of day. You could probably, and if you're in the US, you can probably find a call in the middle of the night that's being led by someone in another country. There will be something like 88 calls over the next 4 weeks. You can sign up for a call and you will get the listening guidelines that we use. You'll get a free special booklet. And when you come on the call, or sometime later, I can't remember what triggers this, you will get access to our Listening Partnerships video, which gives you instruction and lots of examples on how to be a good listener and how to use a listener to offload stresses that you feel. So this is a great big bunch of free stuff for you, including free listening, as often as you want to register for it and call in. Um, and we hope that this is something that you can use in the middle of the day, in the middle of the night, when you are feeling particularly on edge. That's, we're right here. We want to be here for you. We want to listen to you. We want to help you ease your mind by offloading stress and by connecting with other parents. It's parents together, because just one person listening is not as powerful as many. So we're getting up to 7 people together on each call, and and we're really hoping that you'll be able to use the support we offer. So join us, be part of Parents Together, give some listening, get some listening, and may things go well in your family in the next few weeks. Take care. Bye-bye.